Hot Shots Looks at a Movie. I Love You, Man is a very funny movie about a pleasant enough man who intentionally tries to meet some men he can become close friends with. Well, one, actually, and herein lies the major flaw in the story. You see, Peter, played by Paul Rudd, has just gotten engaged to his girlfriend Zooey, played by Rashida Jones, and it becomes clear that Peter doesn't have any male friends, much less anyone he can ask to be his best man. In fact, at a dinner with Peter's parents, his mother, played by Jane Curtin, tells Zooey, Peter always connected more with women. So everybody and his brother try to fix Peter up with some men whom he can become friends with and maybe find a best man. Naturally, the meetings are very funny, and naturally Peter doesn't meet anyone he would like to become friends with, which means still no best man. Peter is a real estate agent, and his biggest project is to sell the house owned by Lou Ferrigno, the actor who played the Incredible Hulk on television. So Peter holds an open house for prospective buyers, and a man who shows up strictly for the food and perhaps to meet some recently divorced women is Sidney Fife, played by Jason Segel. Peter and Sidney get to talking, and they exchange business cards. Later, Peter decides to call Sidney, but he's so nervous that he rehearses what he's going to say, and when Sidney isn't home, the message that Peter leaves is as funny as the rest of the movie. However, they finally connect, agree to get together, and the rest, as they say, is what makes this movie worth watching. They share similar interests in music, they jam together, and Sidney gets Peter to open up more, although Peter tries too hard in practically everything he does, which is all the more funny. And of course, there are problems. And of course, they are overcome. Now, the major flaw in the story is that I was being literal when I said everybody and his brother, because Peter does have a brother, and you might wonder why Peter doesn't ask him to be best man. I Love You, Man asks you to overlook this major flaw, enjoy the movie, and stay for the closing credits. I'm Dan Culberson, and this is Hot Shots.